You're listening to or watching the trailer for the 4th season of The Nature of Nurture with Dr. Leslie Carr, a podcast for your mental health. I'm your host, Leslie, and this is the first season of this podcast that we're also filming with video, so you can watch all of the episodes on our brand new YouTube channel at The Nature of Nurture. Listeners, you can find that link in the show notes. I'm a clinical psychologist, and this show is about how we become the people we are and the impact that our lived experience has on our psychological well-being. Each episode explores a different facet of the human condition, and just like in every season that's come before, absolutely nothing is off limits. Like this unflinching conversation that I had with the artist Jet, otherwise known as Just Jet, about what it's like to survive suicidal feelings and urges.
I went to a dark place. That was when I was just going to do it.
In another episode, you'll hear me speak with my colleague Dr. Josef Witt-During about how psychiatric medications are making things worse instead of better for many of the people who take them.
You know, the desire to make doctors see the products in the best possible light ends up skewing the perspective that physicians have on these products. You know, they overestimate the benefits, underestimate the risks, and that's one problem.
We'll also be exploring the cultural and political realm, like this conversation that I had with the journalist Jill Filipovich about being a woman in America and the impact that losing our right to choose has had on our emotional lives.
That affects everyone. When women as a class in the United States are not able to chart our own paths.
Yeah.
Right? And when the women who are already the most vulnerable are the ones that we're kicking further and further down, that makes a society that is poorer, uglier, less equal, rougher, just a worse place for all of us to live.
Also, as in previous seasons, we're going to explore some of the big questions about being alive that are not completely scientifically understood yet. Like this conversation that I had with my friend Scott Nathan about the role that a medium played in helping him find his birth family.
I have sisters. Ask him how I find my sisters.
We're going to be talking about all of this and so much more. So please join me for what's certain to be the most exciting season of this podcast yet. You can subscribe now on YouTube or in any podcast app so that you don't miss the release of new episodes. And episode 1 will be out next week. Enjoy.